Hello, 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 you guys. Good morning and welcome to another episode of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. Happy Sunday. I'm so glad that you guys are here on April 27, 2025. It is Sunday. Thanking God for all that He's doing in my life as well as in others' lives. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. If you are a returner, welcome back. If you're a newcomer, thank you guys for tuning in to the show. I'm just vibing on this Sunday. Definitely grateful. Already gave honor to God. Want to move and talk about how the breakfast show. Today's the 27th day of the breakfast show, but it will be in effect for the next 3 days, y'all. 3 days. And today, y'all, um, it was just all about taking in the day, easing into it, getting the groove, and just rest. Um, yeah, that's where I'm at today, y'all. I feel replenished. I feel refreshed. But just getting into my other 2 points that I always follow up the show with. And that was two goals that I had in mind as I was doing the breakfast show. And that was to make sure that I expand to like different countries, so I could be on an international platform, but also reach more people. So, with that being said, my goal of reaching people in other content, I'll say other continents, other countries, has been happening for the last few years. And I'm currently at 26 countries that I have locked in. That is definitely amazing. I am definitely grateful for the opportunity. But then what about the listeners, expanding my listening base? And that has been taking place as well. And I have over 1,600 listeners across all platforms. And I'm just ecstatic about that. You know what I'm saying? I also just want to give a shout out to my father for being my soundboard for the Breakfast Show, Marisha LaShay, because again, none of it would have been possible without him and God coming to me and talking to me about this during COVID, which was about 5 years ago. The Breakfast Show will be 5 in November. And we have things that are going to be forthcoming to celebrate this momentous occasion. But I'm just truly grateful just to get on here before you guys and the elevation. So, with that being said, the breakfast show only happens in the months that have 30 days, which is April, June, September, and November. So, of course, I'll be coming to you guys again in June. I'll also be coming to you guys again in September. And then, of course, for November, we're going to be rocking out, doing what we do, doing what we came to do. So, with that being said, I want to go ahead and jump to the next part of the show. That is when we do our mental check in or mindful moment. A lot of people know it as the mental check in, but it's also a mindful moment within yourself, seeing how you feeling at the top of your day, at the top of your morning. And that's rated on the scale from 1 to 10, one being the worst day of your life, 10 being the best day of your life. Can I be below a 1? Absolutely. Can I be above a 10? Absolutely. Nobody could tell you how to feel when it comes down to how you're feeling and what you're doing and what you're going through on a day to day basis as you're getting up to start the day. So for me, I want to go ahead and give myself an 8. Like I said, this was about me being able to be refreshed so I can continue to keep doing what I'm doing on a day to day basis. And everything that I may be dealing with internally, I'm not always at my best, but I know I always strive to get there and get to a place that, what, I'm going to be all right. I can make it through this. I could do this. I could, continue to keep marching on because I'm dependent on me and others are too. But first and foremost, I always have to deal with me. So, with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and drop this question of the day so we can get in and chop it up a little bit about, what our focus is and what we're talking about. So, today's question, you guys, is going to be the following. Have you ever had a fault with depression? If so, who won? I should have said fight. Have you ever had a fight with depression? If so, who won? Um, I personally haven't fought with depression in a while. Um, I really haven't fought with depression in a while. But this topic today isn't for me. It's for the you all out there who are listening. And I have something that I want to share with you all today. Dear listener, if you're hearing this, I need you to know you are not alone. Not now, not ever. Depression has a way of whispering lies, telling you that you're isolated, that you're unseen, that you're too tired to fight. Sometimes it shows up as sadness, sometimes it's the absence of feeling. Other times it's the heaviness in your chest when you're trying to get out of the bed, or the smiles you force because you don't want anyone to worry. Here are some signs to be mindful of, whether in yourself or someone you love. Losing interest in things that once made you happy, feeling exhausted even after resting, changes in sleep too much or too little, feeling worthless or guilty for no clear reason, difficulty concentrating, making decisions, or remembering things, withdrawal from friends, family, and activities, thoughts of self harm or believing that the world would be better without you. If any of these sound familiar, I want you to pause and take a breath with me right now. Hold for 30 seconds. And we're back. You are not broken. You are not far too gone. You are not weak. You are carrying something heavy, and it's okay to ask for help. It is not weakness, it's a sign of strength to reach out. So I gathered a few tools to keep in your back pocket. Talk to someone you trust, a friend, a therapist, a family member. Move your body even a little. A walk outside, stretching, dancing in your room. Eat and drink water, even small meals matter. Create tiny goals, not fix everything today, but one step today. Write it out, your thoughts, your fears, your hope. Paper listens without judgment. Remember your victories, no matter how small. Every shower, every phone call, every moment you choose to stay, it matters. And most importantly, hold on, stay. The world needs your light, even if today you can't see it. Healing is not a straight line. Some days will feel like survival, others will feel like sunrise. Both are sacred, both are worth staying for. I believe in you even on the days you don't believe in yourself. You are loved, you are needed, you are here for a reason. With all my heart, Marisha LaShay. You know, that letter was somebody who's listening today that is living and here carrying the weight of the world. And I'm not promising to fix your problems, but I'm here as a motivation and letting you know that I'm rooting for you. Now, I want to jump in about insight on depression in adults, children, and teens. In adult, this is what depression often shows up as: persistent sadness or numb feeling, loss of interest in hobbies, work, or relationships, fatigue, irritability, trouble concentrating, physical symptoms like headaches or body ache without a clear cause, withdrawal from loved ones, sometimes masked by overworking, alcohol use, or keeping busy to avoid feelings. Many adults may not even realize they're depressed. They might just say they feel stuck, empty, or exhausted. Let's talk about it in teens. Depression in teens can be tricky to spot because it sometimes looks different than in adults. Mood swings, anger and irritability, changes in school performance, suddenly struggling or withdrawing, sleeping too much or too little, feeling misunderstood or extremely sensitive to criticism, talking about feeling hopeless, worthless, or not good enough. Risky behavior such as substance use, reckless actions as a way of coping. Teens may not always say, I'm depressed. Instead, they may say, I'm stressed, I don't care, or nothing matters. Now, let's take a moment to just kind of look at what it looks like in children that are not in that teen stage. Depression in children could be even more hidden. Frequent sadness or crying for no reason, clinginess or fears of being away from parents, trouble sleeping or frequent nightmares, complaining of feeling sick, stomach aches, headaches without a clear medical cause, angry outbursts, tantrums, or extreme sensitivity to rejection, loss of interest in playing, drawing, or activities that they used to love. Children may not have the words yet to say or describe how they feel, so they act out their sadness in behaviors. One important thing across all ages is depression is real. It is not a choice. It is not laziness. It is not weakness. It's an illness, one that can be managed and treated, especially with support, compassion, and sometimes professional help. So, here are the ways that you can support people who have depression. You know, one of the ways is listen without trying to fix them. Sometimes just being there, sitting in the silence, letting them talk without judgment or solutions is the greatest gift you can offer. Listen more than you speak. Validate their feelings by saying things like, that sounds really hard. It makes sense you feel that way. I'm here for you no matter what. Avoid saying things like just cheer up or other people have it worse. Three, gently encourage small steps. Help them set tiny, manageable goals, like going outside for 5 minutes, drinking some water, or texting a friend. Celebrate even the smallest victories with them. Number four, stay consistent. Even if they cancel plans or pull away, keep reaching out. A simple thinking of you text can remind them that they're not forgotten. Five, educate yourself about depression so you could better understand what they're facing. It shows respect for their experience and removes the pressure for them to teach you while they're hurting. Six, be patient. Healing takes time. Some days will look better than others. Your steady presence can be an anchor in the storm. Seven, offer practical help. Sometimes depression makes basic tasks feel impossible. Offer to help with small things like grocery shopping, cleaning, watching their kids, or even just sitting with them during the hard moments. Eight, encourage professional help lovingly. If it feels right, gently suggest talking to a therapist, counselor, or doctor. Remind them that asking for help is strength and not a weakness. Nine, take care of yourself too. Supporting someone with depression can be heavy. Make sure you're checking in with your own heart, setting boundaries when needed, and getting support if you need it as well. And 10, reminding them that reminding them that they are not a burden. Repeat it often. They may not believe you at first, but your words will matter more than you know. So here are a few ways that you can help with supporting someone who is suffering from depression or dealing with depression. These are all here for you. These are all different ways. I'm going to go back over them really quickly and then, yes. First, listen to them without trying to fix them. Second, validate their feelings. Third, gently encourage small steps. Four, stay consistent. Five, educate yourself. Six, be patient. Seven, offer practical help. Eight, encourage professional help lovingly from a place of love. Nine, take care of yourself too. 10, remember, keep reminding them they are not a burden. So, you all, with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed today's episode regarding depression. And right now, it looks like that we're going to win and overcome depression. I love you guys. I hope that this helps someone. Please share this with someone that you know that's dealing with depression. I love you guys. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace.